Hello, I'm the Nerdy Steve, and welcome to my movie review channel. If you like what you see, I'd appreciate you liking, commenting, or subscribing. Today, I will be reviewing The Assessment in one take. So, let's go. I went into The Assessment not knowing anything about it other than who was in it, and that's because I recognized their names on the poster when I bought the ticket. That's it. I also assumed there would be some kind of assessment happening, but that doesn't really count, does it? And I would have guessed it was an intimate family drama of some kind. And that is kind of right. But it's also a sci fi movie, and a very interesting one at that. The world of the assessment takes place in a post climate change ravaged Earth where there is a section of humanity that lives, and they live very, very well and comfortably. However, life here is optimized to the fullest, and that means parenthood is a privilege given to a few by the government. Here comes the assessment. Someone, an assessor, is sent to your house to monitor your every action for a week. If you pass, you get a child, and a child is what our main characters want. Or do they? The world and aesthetic of the assessment is its biggest strengths. I'm not saying this because of Alicia Vikander, but it reminded me of the brilliant Ex Machina, and weirdly, there are a lot of similarities here, including three characters distinctly observing each other. There is almost a terrifying technological dread that permeates so much of the movie. The film itself isn't always dark, but it's always dreary. The colors and the compositions of shots are just sometimes so foreboding. There is a heaviness here that is very intentional. When the movie takes you outside the house, there is an immediate sense of relief from the claustrophobia you're experiencing. There's also a lot of cool details like the food they eat that made what I was watching seem authentic. The performances of this movie are all outstanding. Elizabeth Olsen and Himesh Patel as the parents are wonderful. There is this perfect combination of confusion and acceptance as they're trying to understand the unpredictable and unimaginable situations they find themselves in. I have not seen Patel in much, but his work in this film makes me want to keep an eye on him. He was a complete surprise. There's something deeply disarming, intimate, and haunting about his work here. And of course, Alicia Vikander does fascinating work here too. I won't spoil what, but I did not see what she was going to do coming. Just like the parents didn't either. The movie has a lot of thematic similarities to Alfonso Cuarón's Children of Men. In this world, children are scarce, but not impossible. Still, when this couple has everything they could want, why is a child that important or necessary? What sacrifices is one willing to take to have a child, specifically when it comes at such a great cost? The assessment deals with so many different themes, but I don't think the final act of the film really interrogated them in ways that left me fulfilled. There is a complete story, but the messaging is a little muddled. I don't know what I'm really supposed to take away from this film. There are a couple of final revelations that are as outstanding and impactful, but for me, instead of making me see through the previous 2 hours in a different lens, it made me feel that it undermined what the movie was saying. I'm still processing it all, and maybe I'll change my mind, but there are some things that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Also, there are several parts of the film where we get some exposition dumps, but they kind of are a little heavy handed, and I wish this information was dispersed through other means. Or honestly, the information was a lot of world building that existed better in my imagination than what was being told. Overall, the assessment scratched a sci fi itch that I didn't know I had. It was a wonderfully crafted world with wonderfully crafted characters. I found it to fall apart in the end and not be as tight as Ex Machina or Children of Men, but if you enjoyed those movies, I think you'll like what you find here. I'm the Nerdy Steve, and thank you so much for watching. And as always, like and subscribe and comment below to tell me how right or wrong you think I am. Have a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. Bye.